Good afternoon, all the students. How are you? I hope you all are best and fine. Now we are going to discuss our further components. Yeah, in the last class we are completed about our lesson number. First lesson is completed. Second lesson is completed in our component. Projectile motion. In that particular part we are there here. Now we are going with that what is the types of projectile motions and as well as the what is the needs of projectile motion we already completed. Now we are going to discuss about the remaining component in this. We already know very well the projectile motion is nothing but it is selected which path? Parabolic path, not a straight line path. Okay, clear or not? Yes, this is only we are discussed in the last class. Yeah, in that there is we are taken a what? It is one of the tree. On this tree there is a one monkey is there or a bird is there. Okay, actually when there is a one hunter he is taken. Okay, na? Yes, the hunter is taken on a rifle and he is delivered the bullet. Actually, when there is he delivered the bullet, he taken a target as a straight line. It may not hit this bird. Okay, clear or not? Yes, why? Because every time there is an acceleration due to gravity is working on it. Yes, it is not moving in a form of a straight line. Once check after completion of your class, there is thrown one chalk piece. Okay, now it will be traveled up to some time in a straight line path only. Afterwards, it is selected which path? Curved path. Okay, the curve should be now what in the way? It is in the way of a rectilinear motion. And as well as it is in a curved path, it is selected. The curve should be parabola. If it is a parabola and as well as what is the why it is a get a parabola, it will be the whatever expression for it, it is in internet. First year it is there. Okay, now but we have it here only just now. That is a path is a what? Parabolic path. Which path is selected? Parabolic path. It is a selected. Why? Every moment, whatever the straight line path is there, that attracted towards the earth. But whatever the restoring force contained by it, that will be opposed to the our weight or otherwise the gravitational force, and it is not moving in a straight line, not suddenly come towards the earth, and but it is selected meanwhile path. Finally, it will be comes to the rest, come to the earth only, but it will be not going with the straight line path. Got it? Or that is only yes. In a general life, so many things you are observed already. I have given when you throw one ball in a air, yes, it will be moving in a straight line path. Again, it will be comes towards you only. Where you stand at that particular place only, it fall down. No, it is fall down in another place. Who made it is gravitational force. It is. Got it or not? It is selected which path? Parabolic path. Got it? Yeah, that is only in the last class we are discussed. The projectile body is the selected which path? Parabolic path. Yes, and moreover, what is the assumptions are required for a projectile motion? During the projectile motion, these conditions are compulsory. Yes, what is that? First thing is yes, there is no resistance due to air. No resistance of air. Okay, the first thing. Second one, the effect due to the curvature of the earth is negligible. Yes, earth curvature. These all are negligible things only. Third one, effect due to the rotation of earth is negligible. Rotation of earth. Rotation of earth. Yes. Fourth one, for all position of a trajectory, the acceleration due to gravity is a constant and a magnitude and direction. G is a constant. Small g is a constant. Yes, when one body is under projectile, Okay, these four components are influenced. Actually, we are not taking these four components at that time only. We are going to discuss about that projectile body. When there is a bullet is moving from the gun, at that time we say we treated that there is a no air resistance. Air ni, yes, it is a penetrated through the air. Okay, clear or not? It is penetrated through the air, but air is not given any force. Okay, you know very well friction. There is two surfaces, or one is giving force on another one. When the bullet is traveling through the air, at that time there is a whatever air surface is there in the environment, that will be, yes, opposite somewhat. Okay, you know very well when we are moving on a bike. Okay, now the bike is what opposite by the air, which is coming opposite direction to our bike direction. Like that only, there is every projectile body is yes affected by that air resistance. That air resistance is not considered for the projectile body. Okay, and as well as earth is a contain curvature. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Earth is in a somewhat a flat mode. Earth is looks like this. No. Okay, everywhere the point to point, Earth is in a globe manner. You know very well, in a circular manner. Okay, clear or not? Earth is not look like in a straight manner. Okay, longitude to the longitude, altitude to the altitude. Then it is a changes. It's a curvature. Okay, Earth is not a plane. Earth is a what actually contains somewhat curved nature. When you go for nearby the sea, that curved nature may observed by us. Okay, clear or not? Normally on the surface of Earth may not possible to observe actually, but when we go for a sea, okay, after some distance there is nothing may not appear possible to not appear. It is after some kilometers. Why? There is a Earth is not a like straight manner. Earth is like a globe manner. Okay. Yes, clear or not? That's why the curvature is not considered as for our projectile body. Because of this curve, our body is not getting in the curve. Understood, all of you? Whatever the curvature of the, suppose one person is here. Okay, now one person is here. You projectile one body. This curvature, whatever there, it is not affected the our projectile body nature. Understood, all of you? Because of this curvature, it is not get a curved nature. Understood, all of you? Because of the gravitational force, they get a curved nature. Because of curvature of Earth, it is not affected the projectile motion. Okay, that is the second point. Third point, yes, rotation of Earth. You know very well. Every moment, every day, every minute, Earth is under rotation. Okay, for every 23 hours, 52 seconds, 52.8 seconds, Earth is under rotation. Got it or not? What is the exact daytime? 23 hours, 52 minutes. Not exactly 24 hours. 23 hours or 52 minutes. Okay, now the 23 hours, 52 minutes, Earth is rotate itself around its own axis. Means what? Very high velocity it will be there. 0.028 meter per second square acceleration is there for the Earth rotation. Okay, it's a total path of a 12,400 kilometers of radius circumference of Earth in a one day. It's a travel long distance. Okay, around it. Okay, that is also not accounting. Okay, clear or not? I hope may you get a somewhat doubts. Suppose one plane is started here. It is a Earth na. As on a Delhi there is a one plane started. One aeroplane is started. Earth is under rotation na. Yes. How there is a what that pilot is considered the whatever the departure place. Okay, my question is for you. Earth is under rotation na. After 6 hours, the same place it is not available. Who is a contain in a aeroplane? Okay, clear or not? It is one of the projectile body or not? Aeroplane is but it is a contain engine. We not consider any engine for a projectile body. Suppose there is no engine for the plane. Okay, it is a projectile body. In case we are consider the rotation, what happened? Again is the same place or not? Why? Because Earth is rotated na. My question is understood. Earth is under rotation. Rotation means what? It is changes its location every day, movement or not. The aeroplane is also moving. The Earth is also rotated. Both are in under motion. Okay, clear or not? Yes. And departure place is same or not? may become same, but that it is a contain somewhat engine. Okay, now it will be moving more speed than the Earth. Okay, that's why only the departure time may reaches to there. Okay, that all the things are considered in a remote sensing agency. Okay, now that all the planes and aeroplanes and everything is working under the remote sensing agency. Okay, the remote sensing agency is a given somewhat criteria to the plane. Okay, this much of speed you have to move. At that time only you process Earth rotation speed and then you reach to your departure place on this particular time. Okay, they have counted the Earth rotation time also. Okay, but our projectile body purpose we are not consider yes the rotation time of Earth. Okay, clear or not? Yes, that is also main role here. And next one, G is a constant for the body. G is not varied for the projectile body. We not consider G variation. G is a varied depending on it's a place to place it is varied, and at a equator one type of G value is there, at a pole another type of G value is there. Okay, now because of effective mass of Earth, because of Earth is not a perfect sphere nature, and because of under the mine somewhat it will be there in the Earth crust. That is why the G value is affected. G is not same. Sometimes we are taken 10, sometimes we take a 9.8 for our convenience. Clear or not? Actually, on the Earth, what is the G value? 9.8. But exactly 9.8, not everywhere. It will be changes on the surface of Earth from place to place. At equator, it is a maximum. At the pole, it is a minimum. Okay, sorry. At the equator, it is a minimum. At the pole, it is a maximum. Okay, clear or not? Why it is, we discuss later in the gravitation lesson. Okay, clear or not? But the G value is a varied. The variation we not consider, we not take account for our projectile motion. Got it or not? These all you not consider for a projectile motion. At that time only the projectile motion is discussed. Okay, now without air resistance, Earth curvature, rotation of Earth, and G is a constant. These are the things you have to should consider. These all three are not considered. G remains constant for that projectile body. Got it or not? I hope you got it. Yeah. Next, please note on this point. There is assumptions purpose. Whatever assumptions we are taken of projectile motion purpose. Next component. Yes. Yeah, principle of physical independency of the projectile motion. Principle of physical independence. Physical independence of motion. Got it or not? I hope you got it here. Principle of physical independence of motion. How we consider this principle? Okay, now there is a four principles where we consider the motion of projectile motion is a two-dimensional motion. So it can be discussed in a two parts: horizontal motion and as well as the vertical motion. These two motions take place independent of each other. This is called the principle of physical independence of motion. Actually, our projectile motion is a contain yes two types of motion. There is a one is a horizontal type of motion, another one is the vertical motion. Okay, clear or not? Once the body is started here and it will be moving in this particular direction and it will be ended with the parabolic nature like this. One rock will be started here, not exactly like this manner only, but it will be looking like a parabolic nature. Okay, clear or not? During this motion, it is in a one type of a two-dimensional motion, not a one-dimensional motion. It is a which type of motion? Two-dimensional motion. You know very well what is a one-dimensional motion. One boy is running along a rectilinear motion, which one a straight line path. It is about a one-dimensional motion only, x-axis. Okay, clear or not? One body is a travel along the y-axis, opposite to the direction of Earth. Okay, na in along one direction only. But our projectile motion is not like that. when it is started from its a flight mode, okay, now during the flight mode, everywhere it will be contain two components. One is the horizontal component, another one is the vertical component. For that, everything it is not a possible. Suppose there is you take here pendulum motion, motion of the pendulum. It is a container what actually two components are there for it. Okay, along the x-axis it is there, along the y-axis it is there. Suppose you have to take here, this is the thing. Okay, now when it will be moved like that, there is a what we are given 2 points. X comma y, there is a 2 points are given. Clear or not? For this, our projectile motion also. Okay, now yes, there is a result. It is into two components. One is the y component, another one is the x component. It is a horizontal component. It is called a vertical component. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Yes, there is a two components are there for our projectile motion. One is the vertical, another one is the horizontal. Got it or not? There, whatever the vertical component is there, okay, now that is contained along the what actually it is along the yes vertical component along the y-axis. Yes, horizontal component is along the x-axis. Got it or not? Yes. When you are taken on an aeroplane, it is there. From the aeroplane, there is one body is a fall down. Okay, now there is one aeroplane is a moving. One body is a fall down means what? It is directly when we make it is directly to fall down like this. Okay, clear or not? When one body is moving like this, it is a fall down means it will be directly fall here only. When we are removing at that particular place only, it is a fall down. No, it will be travel somewhat distance like this here. Got it or not? Yes, you see the aeroplane is moving. Okay, now this will be may not fall here. Here it is not fall. When it is a fall, it will be moved like this direction. Got it or not? Yes, and otherwise there is a thrower. There is a whatever the shot put. Okay, clear or not? Otherwise, we are played somewhat tennis coil. Okay, how the tennis coil is moving? Ring ball. Okay, now when you are ring ball is a playing na. Yes, that is called. Yeah, there is a ring ball. When it will be moves like this ring ball. Okay, it will be which path it will be selected, parabolic path or not. Okay, now it will be moves in this particular direction. First it will be moves like that. Then after it will be moving in this direction. Got it or not? Javelin throw. Okay, these all are how they are looks like. Javelin throw means what? When we are there is a one what a stick it will be moving. In which direction it will be moves? In this parabolic nature or not? And in this cricket also already you are discussed it. Wagon wheel when you drawn from the center of the batsman, how it will looks in this manner or not? In this manner is one. In this manner is one. In this manner is one. The looks it is in this manner or not? Yes. That is only called as parabolic nature. The all are contain parabolic nature. In the parabola, it is resolving into two components. One is the along x-axis, another one is along the y-axis. Which component along the y-axis is there? That is called a vertical motion, and which is a contain along the x-axis. It is a contain a horizontal motion. Combined together, it will be gives the what? The parabolic nature. This is only called a principle of physical independence of motion. Okay, it is a independently, physically it is independent, it is a depending on the directions, it is depending on the resolved components of vertical and as well as the horizontal nature. Got it or not? Yeah, this is the components. Next one is types of motion.
Good morning, sir.
Next one is types of motion. These types of which motion there is a different types of motions are there. We are going with the projectile motion already you are discussed it in your 6th class. Different types of motion. There is oscillatory motion, rectilinear motion. Okay, now curvilinear motion, vibratory motion. Okay, clear or not? These all are completed. Now there is about the what our projectile motion. How many types are there? First one is oblique projectile motion. Oblique projectile motion. Okay, now yes. What is that? Oblique projectile motion. Yes. Which one is called oblique projectile motion? Yeah, there is a like this. Any motion is there. It is called oblique projectile motion. There is a when the body is moving along the particularly along the y component only. That is called oblique projectile motion. Okay, now horizontal projectile motion. Yes, it will be moving. Only simply it is depending on the two oblique things. Everywhere we'll get the what? Yes, like these components. This is called what? Oblique projectile motion. X-axis, yes. There is a whatever the horizontal component is there. Okay, it is exactly made a 90 degrees with the what? Vertical component. That is called oblique projectile motion. Means what? In every moment, there is a what? Horizontal component is here. Vertical component is here. Okay, and exactly they contain 90 degrees. The two components of our projectile motions are one is a 90 degrees with other one. That is only called what? Oblique motion. Got it or not? Yeah, this is about oblique motion. Next, when you consider the next motion, that is about actually horizontal projectile motion. Horizontal projectile motion. What is a horizontal projectile motion? Suppose I am taking here, there is one plate may moving here. Okay, clear or not? One plate may moving here along the what? Y-axis. Along the y-axis. What is this? Is a motion. There is actually it is a it is along the x-axis. It is the moving in a somewhat particular height. Okay, clear or not? Yes, it is a horizontal to the surface of earth. Okay, anything may fall down from that. Okay, clear or not? Anything may fall down from that. It is under concern to the projectile motion, which is the horizontal. Okay, clear or not? Yes, it is actually the body is moving along the which axis? Horizontal axis, parallel to the horizontal axis, parallel to the surface of earth. Anything may fall down from that. Okay, now yes, then it will be called what? Horizontal projectile motion. The body moving horizontal along the horizontal component. Okay, the body which is coming from that body, it is called what? Horizontal projectile motion. Got it or not? Yes. Oblique means what? There is everywhere two components are there. One is a perpendicular to the other component. Okay, here it is not like that. There is a horizontal component is dominated. Yes, and from the horizontal components only we are consider the vertical component. In the oblique is not like that. When you know the one component exactly 90 degrees, you are consider the another component. That is will become the projectile component of the vertical manner. If you know the horizontal, then you know the vertical also. But here without a horizontal, we don't know the vertical nature. Okay, clear or not? Here also two components are there, but there it will be which type of body? It is a totally depending on horizontal motion only. The body is moving should first initially horizontal motion, and then after we'll consider that is a projectile nature. Okay, clear or not? Along the x-axis or parallel to the x-axis, we consider the body. The body is a projected one body. That body is a become what? Horizontal projectile motion. Means what? The motion which is coming from the horizontal, yes, horizontal axis or a horizontal component. That motion is only called what? That motion is only called what? Horizontal projectile motion. Okay, based on this thing, so many problems may you get. Okay, yes, one parachute is a moving, one person is a fall down from the parachute. Okay, otherwise one whatever the one defense aeroplane is moving, from the defense aeroplane the bombs are they fall down on a particular city. Yes, and what is initial velocity, and as well as what is the position of the fall down, like that problems are may get for you. Okay, based on this particular. Okay, next after this horizontal projectile motion, one more component is there. The last type of motion, there is a projectile motion on inclined plane. Okay, clear or not? Yeah, till now we are taken a based on our axis on x-axis or a y-axis, either may parallel or may not perpendicular. Like that, there is a based on x-axis and y-axis only we are considered. Here not now like that. There is we not taken a basis of x-axis. It makes somewhat angle with the x-axis or make somewhat angle with the y-axis. Not only x-axis, y-axis also. Okay, now there is a motion may consider for the not based on a x-axis. It somewhat made the angle with the x-axis. The person is here. Okay, now he centered the body like here. Okay, clear or not? It not reaches to the ground. It not reaches to the surface of earth. It will be made somewhat about every component make somewhat angle with the our original axis, either x-axis or a y-axis. Somewhat inclined. Okay, clear or not? Like that. Suppose there is a this is a textbook. The textbook is taken somewhat as a x-axis, and there is a what the motion is for like this here. Suppose it will be whatever the gap is there, it is a made angle or not. Okay, the person is here on my hand. There is a one person is there. Got it or not? He sended anything. That motion is not reaches to my book. It is a fall on duster one. Okay, now that type of the motion is called what? Inclined motion of projectile. Okay, clear or not? The inclination is also take account at that time. It is not exactly make a angle with the 90 degrees with the what? Suppose it is there. Okay, clear or not? Yes, suppose. What is the projectile motion of horizontal? You know. Okay, now this is x-axis. Now it will be moving like this. Somewhat it is a fall down. The chalk piece is there here. Yeah, there is this chalk piece is there. Now it will be moving. It will be fall down here. Okay, that type of motion is called what? Horizontal projectile motion. Means what? It will be fall down from where? Yes, a fall down from this particular body. Okay, now it will be moving like this. It is a fall down. Okay, clear or not? It is a called what? A projectile motion of horizontal, but it is like this. It make angle with the x-axis now. Okay, this duster is a make somewhat angle with the x-axis, and there is a projectile body reaches with somewhat angle with the axis only. That is a called what? Inclined projectile motion. These are the types of projectile motions. Got it or not? All the students, please be concentrate only one thing. There is already we are discussed about the two types of bodies. One is the freely falling body. Another one is the thrown up body. This freely falling, thrown up, at that time we are not considered the two components. We are considered only one component. It is a looking like somewhat a straight line path. But actual manner, the straight line path may not get for us. When the body is a thrown or when the body is a fall down, okay, from some particular height it is a fall down, it will be become straight line only. When we are given somewhat initial velocity, it will be moves to up to some time straight line. Then the final velocity is a become zero. Again, not selected the same path. It will be selected the parabolic nature. Based on this particular principle only, we are sending our all satellites. Okay, now the satellite which is sending from the our satellite station. Okay, now where it will be moves in which manner? Parabolic nature. Okay, now our Earth orbit is also contain what? That circular path. We want to send that is into the circular path of our geostationary path of our Earth. We have to should send with that what? A projectile motion only. Okay, now otherwise it will be moving in a straight line, means what? It never reaches to our path. Okay, now why? Because whatever the projectile body is you are taken, it it is selected the parabolic nature only. It not contain a single component. It should contain the two components. It not a moving with the single component. It is a moving with the two component. One is the x component, another one is a y component. Got it? Or this is only about the our projectile motion. Depending on the y component and x component variations, our projectile motions are again classified into three types. One is the oblique, another one is the horizontal projectile, another one is the inclined. Oblique means what? One is perpendicular to the another component. Horizontal is nothing but it is a parallel to the x-axis, but it made somewhat angle with the y-axis. Inclined, it will be made angle with the x-axis and as well as the y-axis. Like that. That is only about a projectile motion types. Now there is will go with the what next thing, that is only yes what is the equations of motion, how it will vary for a yes our projectile motion. Yeah, all the students, there is a when there is our projectile motion is there, it is a two-dimensional motion, and it is a moving with the yes acceleration due to gravity, and at that time there is a resolve into two components. There is a whatever acceleration due to gravity is there, it is a resolving into two components. Okay, first we are not taken acceleration due to gravity based. For this projectile body, one is along x-axis, another one is along the y-axis. We are considering. Our equations of motion is also we write like that only. Equation of motion along x-axis. We are taken along x-axis. Okay, at that time we are taken about Vx is equal to what? Ux plus Ax t. The time is not it is changes depending on the what? Depending on the axes and as well as the components. And as well as you first it is the first equation of motion. You know very well. Next Sx. Here Sx is nothing but the distance traveled by the body along the x-axis. Sx is equal to taken as what it will be considered Ux t plus half Ax t square. U plus half A t square. Okay, we are only just changing the what? It is for along the x-axis, horizontal components. Okay, now yes. Otherwise, you take it is horizontal. Next, after this, Vx square minus Ux square is equal to taken as yes 2Ax s 2As and as well as the x. These are the equations of motion for what? These are the equations of motion for yes which body? X-axis. X-axis purpose. Got it or not? It is for x-axis purpose. Got it or not? Now you got it me? Yeah. Next when we are taken for y-axis purpose. When you taken a y-axis purpose, you may know very well where it is a x, it is there in a subscript. Okay, na? You have to write it is for what? You have to write it is for. You have to write it is for y-axis purpose. Now there is a Vy is equal to taken as Uy plus Ayt. Yes, and as well as Sy is equal to Uyt plus half Ayt square as Vy square minus Uy square is equal to 2Ay Sy. Got it or not? These are the equations of motion we are considered for the what? Yes. What? Along the y-axis or horizontal components. Means what? One body is moving in this particular direction. There is a what? It is not only moving along this x-axis. It is also moving along the y-axis. It is a contained height. It is a contained moving distance. Okay, clear? Suppose this is a chalk piece. Now it is a moving. Okay, now from here to here, it will be moving like this. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, all the students just check it here. Once it will be moving in this particular path. Suppose anything, it will be moving only on this particular path. Okay, from here to here. Yeah, then when the body is moving from here, then it will be what? Moving in this particular direction. It will be x-axis or not? It will be x-axis. When the body is here, it is 0 we call. But when it will be moving like this on this particular path, when it will be moving like this it will be moving. It is not only height, it will be moving. It is a height or not? It is a height. It is a height here. Okay, clear or not? It is a height or not? Okay, it will be ground now. It will be ground. It will be height. Okay, it will be not at a height, somewhat height here. When it is here height or not? But it will be not moving in a x-axis. Yeah, both it will be moving. One check it. When it will be height, when it will be moving like this, it will be height. Height means what? Y-axis. But it is not here now. It is where? It is here. Means what? It is traveling somewhat on x-axis or not? Yeah, in this way that it will be moving in both the directions, not the x-axis, not the y-axis. It will be contain combination of components are there. Okay, x component is there and as well as the y component is there. It will be contain the velocity for x component, the velocity for the y component. It is also there. That is initially it is a contain one component. Next, finally it is a component. It is not only travel along the x-axis. It is traveling the distance along the y-axis also. Okay, it is not only contain acceleration along x-axis. It is a contain traveling along the y-axis also. Combined together, we are taken. That type of the motion is only we are considered as a projectile motion. Simply, it is a two-dimensional motion. It is a container two components. One is x component, another one is a y component. If x component is 0, it is a called a vertical motion. It is a y component is 0, it is a called a horizontal motion. Got it or not? These all the things are there in this particular projectile motion. Got it? I hope you got it. Once you read the textbook and what the requirements and what the assumptions we have to should take for a projectile motion, That is also we are discussed. There is no air resistance we are consider. There is no earth curvature we are take account. There is no earth rotation we are not take account. There is acceleration due to gravity should be constant. That is also we are compulsory. And there is a projectile motions are three types. One is a what oblique motion. Another one is a horizontal projectile motion. Another one is the inclined projectile motion. Okay, these are also we are take account. Got it or? Yeah. Thank you one and all. Tomorrow we'll go with that this problematic part, numerical part tomorrow. Thank you.